Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to make a cute coming soon sign today on this tutorial. You're going to need to open up your Photoshop. Go ahead and go to File, New, create a canvas that is 500 in width and height that's going to be 300, and make sure the background contents is transparent. Go ahead and click OK. I've already got mine open. Alright, so you're going to need to go ahead and get your text tool. Make sure it's on horizontal type tool. You're going to go over here and type out your site name. And I did like a preppy font. It's a A&S Rhino at size 80. Go ahead and place it kind of here in the middle. Then you're going to right click and you're going to go to blending options. We're going to go to drop shadow, and the drop shadow is going to be a 90-degree angle. And we're going to do the second contour, so it's going to be this mountain looking one. After that, we're going to do the size is going to be 5. The distance is going to be 4. So it should look like that. Afterwards, we're going to do a stroke. We're going to do gradient. Choose any gradient you want, really. I'm going to use this pretty like a yellowish green pink one. And then you're going to go to pattern, do any pattern that you want. I'm going to just do this top one for the sake of the tutorial. Afterwards, you're going to go to your gradient overlay. The opacity needs to be at 40%. And we're going to go ahead and do the same gradient that we have for the outline. You're going to click reverse. And I mean, that's kind of optional, but that's just what I'm doing for the tutorial. You don't have to reverse. Now step 3, we're going to go ahead and click OK. Now step 3 is going to be the long process. I'm going to show you guys these next steps, and then I'm going to pause and kind of go through it. So you're going to need to create 12 new layers. Make sure your font is black for this. So we got 12 new layers here, and we're going to use every single one of them. Alright, so on your first new layer, go ahead and select it. We're going to get the pen tool and type out your C. We're going to want this font to be smaller than our site name. We don't want it to be prominent. We'll go ahead and do that down to 40. Well, I don't know, it might be too small. There we go, 45. That's what we're going to do. And kind of put it right here below your site name. And then you're going to go to the blending options. And you're going to go to stroke. It's going to be size 2. And it's going to need to be the same gradient as what you're using. So for the second layer, we're going to go ahead and again get the pen tool. We're going to write out our O. Put it up here right next to the C here. And we're going to go to blending options again. And after that, we're going to do the stroke, size 2, same gradient. But this time we're going to hit reverse. We want these to be alternating. Pretty much every color touches each color. Like greens will touch greens, then pinks are going to touch pinks, and then so on and so forth. So every other layer, hit reverse. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'm going to kind of catch up, that way you guys don't watch me just do all this and waste time. So go ahead and start doing your layers until you spell out coming soon, and then you're going to stop and give me just a minute and we'll continue the video. Alright, so I'm back. I went ahead and spelled out my coming soon, and you guys needed to leave a little bit of space here because we're going to be using that. And go ahead and we're going to create another layer. I forgot to tell you the third layer. I mean, you don't have to, but just for the tutorial, I'm going to do that. What you're going to do is now you're going to go up to, we're going to go up here to edit, or not edit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're going to do our brushes. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, and we're going to go to the very top. And this star right here, that's like the default one, we're going to be using that. And you're going to stamp one star per layer. And make sure that's black. I'm going to stamp one star per layer. And then, of course, we're going to go to blending options and we're going to decorate them. We're going to do the gradient that we've been using. Let's see here. And then for that one, I think that one's done. Go up here. We are going to do stroke, and on this gradient right here in the middle, we're going to go ahead and reverse it. And then on the last layer, we're going to do the stroke again. We're going to do the gradient, and there we have that. Now one last layer we're going to use for the text tool. On the last layer, you're going to go ahead and type in like a subtext, and what I recommend doing is like your site link. You don't have to do it like that, but that's what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and use automobile. And since this is a subtext, we're going to need to make it smaller. I'm probably not that small. There we go. And then we're going to decorate it like how we've been decorating stuff here. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your blending options. You're going to go to stroke. You're going to do it 1%. And we're going to go do our gradient. Then we're going to go to bevel. And what we need to do in bevel is on the depth, we're going to do 270. Then on soften, we're going to do 3. Then we're going to go up to drop shadow. The drop shadow needs to be at 90. The angle needs to be at 90. Then on opacity, we're going to do 60%. And that's pretty much it for that. Kind of gives it a look, a sleek look. So after this, now we're going to go ahead and animate it. You're going to go up here to we're going to go up here to the window. We're going to go click on animation, and then this little window down here will pop up. And then we're going to go ahead and animate it real quick. So you're going to need to have, you're going to click this little thing right here. You're going to go new frame, and you're going to do, let's see here, you're going to do 13 frames total. And don't worry if you lose track, because you know the little numbers in the boxes, they'll tell you how much you're at. So after that, you're going to select your first frame, make sure the blue's around it, and this is going to be a long part of the job. You're never going to hit the I, the invisible button, on Love Crime or on the subtext. You're only going to do it on the Coming Soon and the stars. So the first C, the first letter, needs to be checked. Everything else we're going to make invisible. And we're going to leave one star, and that should be that for that layer, so it'll look kind of weird. So after that, we're going to check mark the next star and uncheck that one. We're going to check mark the next letter and uncheck the C. Then we're going to go to the third layer. We're going to uncheck mark the C. We're going to do the M. Same with the stars. You go check mark that one. So last layer we did this one, so we're going to do this one now. And then on layer 4, we're going to make sure the first star is check marked. And then I, since it's the next letter to happen, and make sure your C is unchecked. And you're going to keep doing that until each thing has been check marked. Okay, so after you've done that, you're going to make sure that you still alternate the stars, but every single letter on the last two layers, these two frames here, every single letter needs to be check marked. So it's going to look something like this. If we play it in the animation frame it's in, and go down here and press the play button. And you can also change the speeds by doing this right here. You go down here and change these, and if you can see how slow it goes at first, you know, you can change the speed of it. So that's pretty much how to do this, and you can pretty much make anything. If you have any questions or comments, go comment me on the C box, or you can comment below and I will get back with you. And I look forward to seeing your creations, guys.